Welcome to the Jerry Gray channel. The channel tells about how to bring about justice. I want to go ahead and jump straight into the topic. All right, so in this video, I want to talk about how to recognize a master deceiver. And I want to define a master deceiver as a toxic person who chiefly uses deception as their main way of abusing their target, right? And so a deceiver is different because they are kind of like everybody else, but it's hard to recognize them because, and when I say everybody else, I mean all the other abusers, the narcissist psychopaths, you know what I mean? They do the same types of things when you first see them, but they operate slightly differently. Like, for example, whenever they're watching their target, which is something that all abusers do, they study their target for their weaknesses. Um, a narcissist and a psychopath, they're going to be more anxious to get involved with the target, but a deceiver is going to watch for a lot longer, and it can be confusing, just that in and of itself, because then you don't know who they are, or not who they are, but um if they're toxic or not, if they're an abuser or not, because they're not acting on the same impulses that the narcissist would. Now, there's exceptions to this, and the main exception is if you have something that they want right now that's like really valuable, they're not going to wait too long to try to take it from you. So that can be an exception, but generally they're going to wait and they're more patient than other people. Now, you'll see cracks in their patience, like if you are working with this person, little signs of selfishness, little signs of animalism that everybody has, right? But with a deceiver, they'll go even further in trying to cover it up, but they'll also have more of it than other people. It'll be more intense. And how do they cover it up? They cover it up using courtesy and basically pretending to be your friend, But even if they aren't trying to hang out with you and act like your friend, just being overly courteous, that can be a very confusing thing. So when they finally start to attack you, usually it's going to be with deception. And how you know that you're under attack isn't just the end result of all of the interaction, which is a very good way of knowing that you're under attack, just by what was the end result of all of this. Did they get something from you? Did they take something? And usually that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to take something from you. The other way is just whenever you feel confused. If you feel confused around this person, that's a red flag. If you don't understand anything about them or what their aim is, but you just happen to feel confused, and you're doing something that you do every day, but you can feel confused, that's you're probably dealing with a deceiver. And usually their deceptions also lead into you feeling disoriented just throughout the day. And when they actually are able to pull it off on you, it lowers your self-esteem too. It makes you feel, stupid. But really, there's nobody who should be even trying to deceive you. And you're not really prepared, or you know what I mean. So it's not really anything, but it does lower your self-perception, and they'll use that like to further belittle you and further tear you down. Like, yeah, I got one over on you, and you don't know what to do about it. And that's because you're beneath me. And they'll subtly do that as well. Just to keep you in a position of being disoriented. Just constantly. And another thing that deceivers like to do is they like to do it in front of other people. They like to pull off some type of deception on their target, so that other people can pick this up and be like, okay, he got over on him, let me get over on him too. So then now they start to blend in with because everybody's trying to get over on you, and then you're constantly confused, so it's easier to take advantage of you. And at that point, then they start to just straight take what they want. you know they might even start straight turning into a bully, because you're probably going to second guess it anyway. But that's how a deceiver works. The main takeaways is that they're going to take a longer time to watch you. They're going to constantly make you confused when you're around them, and they're always trying to take something. You know, it's they're not really out for the supply. They're out to take something physically. If it could be something really petty, and a lot of these people are very petty, but that's the difference between them and a narcissist or a psychopath. Um, as we all know that and psychopaths, sometimes they just want some supply. They just want your attention. But deceivers are different. You know, there's a purpose behind their deception, and it's some type of something that they're going to gain from it. You know, and that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Peace. All right, so I also wanted to say one last thing. I wanted to clear something up. All abusers, all abusers, and all abuse is really based in deception. So all abusers use it, but the deceiver does it more, and they do it better than all the other types.